today. From Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Carolina Panthers taking on the New Orleans Saints.
Well, it is just the perfect time of year for a trip to the Carolinas, and that's where we find ourselves at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Here come the Saints for their opening drive, and they will be led out by their 6'3" cornerback.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Carry now. This is Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
The numbers a week ago for Johnson. 12 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On the ground, this is Johnson. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 29-yard line. A big run there by Johnson. 44 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut, as you described, and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again. Knight looking for his running back, and he's got it. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Incomplete from the contact.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And this one is right through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead.
Panthers nothing.
Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 3rd and 2, Eason. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. On 1st down, Winters found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 52 yards, and a touchdown.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up in a big-time game, so expect that offensive line. Every time they go to the bench, you tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
At the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Knight. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Apke. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Set to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. After one, a 14-3 ball game.
Saints 3.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, Knight. Ellington has it, middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a 1st down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And operating from the gun, Knight. Big loss here as he's taken down.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. From the gun, Knight. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
He's across midfield.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the gun on third down. Eason. It's complete to Graham. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Throw left side complete. That's Hunter. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch?
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half. A first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw on second down. Knight. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw. Knight. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. first and 10. Eason. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Johnson. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. To throw on 3rd down. Knight. Going for the deep ball. And got his man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Knight. A deep ball for Ellington. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Grant sets to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say you want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing is Eason. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
10 at the 42-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down to the 25.
Number 42.
In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Eason on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on second down. Knight. Under pressure, and down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
To throw again. Eason. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 10-yard line.
On first down, Eason. This will be caught at about the 6. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him. They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Eason. The quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, it's Johnson. It's a gain of 3 on what will be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On third down, Knight. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go with Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Operating from the gun, Knight. Over the middle, complete. That's Briggs.
Knight.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. From the gun, Knight. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
A gain of
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
Back to throw. Knight. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. To throw on second down, Knight. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long. Operating from the gun, Knight. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
On fourth down, Knight. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Grant. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They go back to Grant.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down. This is Grant. And some room to work. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
3 at the 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
34.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Eason. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for number 41. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the gun, Eason. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got